Hey Primary 5 Math Prodigies, this is Coach Saiful with your daily dose of math mastery, and today we're going to go into question number 4 of your assessment paper number 5. And what we're going to do is, we're going to do this really slowly. Why? Because this question is a little tricky, but it's also pretty simple if you understand how to do it. With that, I want to make it really slow. Okay, so let's do this. Let's read the question first. The question says, the ratio of Jay's marbles to Sean's marbles to Tim's marbles was 4:7:10. So J is to S is to T is to 4:7 is to 10. So let's write that down. Let me write this down. J is to S is to T is to 4 is to 10 is to 7. Did I get it right? 4:7 is to 10. Sorry. 4:7 is to 10. Okay? That's the ratio of the marbles. Now, let's move on to the next one. It says, when Jay and Tim had given the same number of marbles to whom? To Sean. The new ratio of Jay's marbles to Sean's marbles to Tim's marble becomes 2:11:8. So let's do this after. What happened after was actually 6:11. No, sorry, 2:11:8, right? I think so. 2:11:8. Am I right? Yes. So if Tim now had 216 more marbles than Jay, what was the original number that each boy had? If Tim now had 216 more marbles, than J. Okay, what is the question is, what is the number of marbles that each boy had? So how much did J, T, and S had in the first place? Okay, original number. So now what happened in between? What can you tell me here? They said J and T actually gave the same number of marbles. So let's take a look at the difference here. This to this is -2. That means, and this to this is -2. And this to this is +4. What happened? Basically, these two people gave 2 units to Sam. Is it Sam? No, Sean, sorry. Gave 2 units to Sean, and therefore he had 4 more. So very simple. Okay, so the question now says, if Tim had 216 more than J after, right? If Tim had 216, if Tim now had 216 more than J, so that means Tim now had 8 units, okay? And more than J, minus 2 units is equals to 216. Therefore, 6 units equals to 216. How much is 1 unit? 216 divided by 6, I think it's 36. 216 divided by 6 gives you 36. I am right. If 1 unit is equals to 36, the question is, how many marbles did each boy had at first? So, originally J had how many units? J had 4 units. So therefore, am I really right on this? It looks too easy. Yeah, actually it's pretty simple. I don't know why I said it was difficult, but anyways, J is 4 units, which equals to 4 times 36 equals to correct, 144 marbles. Sean initially had 7 units, which equals to 36 times 7, which equals to 252. And Mr. Tim actually had 10 units initially, which equals to 10 times 36, and hence 360. So therefore, J had 144, Sean had 252, and Tim had 360 at first. And voila. Okay, that's pretty simple. I think I got the question wrong. Question number 5 is the one that's a bit difficult. So anyway, we went through this a bit slowly, but I think it kind of paid off. Alright, so if you got that one right, high five, because you are a math prodigy. Good job. And again, just going to give you a quick reminder, what you focus on expands, which means if you want to achieve something, focus on what you want to achieve. If you want to achieve a 75 on your next math test, say, I want to get a 75 on my next math test. I want to get a 75 on the next math test. And not say something like, I don't want to fail again on my next math test. Because when you say, I don't want to fail again on my next math test, you're focusing on failing. You see? And when you focus on that failing, you feel, oh no, I'm so afraid. I don't want to do my math. I don't want to do it. What if I fail again? I don't want to do it. So that's what happens to you, most of you, right? So what I want you to focus on instead is I want to get an 75. I want to get an 80. I want to get an 85 on my next math test. And then you focus on that and say, I forget about everything else. I want to forget about my previous failures and I'm going to move on to my successes. And so I'm going to succeed. Okay? So because you are going to succeed, my friends, because you are a math prodigy. This is Coach Saiful signing off saying you are a math prodigy. Good job.